Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we got a hell of a show for y'all today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on IG. My handle is CTABANZ. Make sure y'all follow me on there if you want to reach me. Anyway, so let's get into to today's topic. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm already kind of in vacation mode. We're about to shut down this thing in about a week or so from now, so I'm kind of already in that mode. But I said let's just try to finish off this month strong here. So as y'all know, there's not really much to discuss this month. We've talked about different things that have made headlines, but generally August is July, August is a very quiet period in the year, right? A very quiet period. But Kobe has made a lot of headlines, and then some other things as well that LeBron James surrounding LeBron being traded and all of that. So what happened yesterday? I came across a clip from the show First Things First. No. It was The Herd. It was The Herd, and Danny Parkins, who's now going to be on First Things First, which has now been, they're now turning that show into a 3-hour show. 3-hour show. So he's going to be a part of that as they kind of figure out the new host of talent that they're going to put on TV. So he was on this segment, and essentially they invited on Chris Broussard, right? Because he's filling in for Colin Cowherd, who I believe is on vacation. So the video says Chris Broussard reacts to LeBron James to the Nuggets rumors. Jokic team up for Lakers stars. So there was some photos that went viral a few days ago of LeBron James sitting on a yacht with Maverick Carter and Nikola Jokic's manager. So people then began to speculate that, oh, what does this mean? Are they cooking up something here? Could LeBron and Nikola Jokic be teaming up and this and this? So people are kind of going at it at different angles, but I'm like, well, I don't really know what's going on there. So Chris Broussard, they asked him to weigh in on this particular picture and the story. And Chris Broussard then begins to reveal things that I had never even considered. I knew about this, but what Chris is explaining here is the manifestation of the rumors that have been taking place, which was LeBron James and Maverick Carter are looking to create a rival league that would essentially compete against the NBA. And I'm like, oh, now I get it. This makes sense now. But before we even get into what Chris Broussard had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. One of the things I love the most is making unforgettable memories with family and friends. And one of the things I hate the most is overpaying for tickets only to find out that there was a better deal out there. That's one of the reasons I started using Game Time. Game Time is the easy go-to app for last-minute tickets to sports, concert, and theater events across 60+ states in the US and Canada. Game Time saves me time, money, and stress by curating only the best deals, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of time scrolling through overpriced tickets. Game Time Picks is my favorite tool. It highlights the best value seats instantly. No more guesswork, no more wasting time. For example, I'm really looking forward to watching some of these NBA Summer League games. Here's what I like to do. I choose between the cheapest deal, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do now is I want to play exactly what Chris Broussard had to say. I want you guys to listen to his reasoning here, and I want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to his comments here.
Broussard, Brew, thank you for joining the herd. We have football this week. There's a Hall of Fame game. There's top 10 lists. There's football. But then because it's LeBron and basketball, it finds a way. It finds a way into the headlines. What do you make of Nikola Jokic's agent being on a yacht in France with LeBron and Maverick Carter saying summer of 2025, perfect time to come up with big plans for fall of 2026. Like, the picture is nothing, the caption is something. What is it to you?
Right. Well, first of all, let me say I can't wait to have you on the show in a few weeks when we expand to 3 hours on First Things First. So
thank you.
What's already great is going to be even greater when you join us, so I'm excited about that. But As far as the Jokic, LeBron, Maverick Carter photo, a lot of people are talking about LeBron joining forces with Jokic. I don't see that at all. Now, what is possible, he mentions, fall of 2026, that is when LeBron will be a free agent. If he wanted to go play with Jokic on the veterans minimum or maybe the mid-level exception, whatever they could offer him, then I guess that's possible. LeBron does like playing with high IQ players. He obviously has tons of respect for Jokic's game. So he could go have fun with that. I don't see that happening. But I think this was more about, remember, LeBron's best friend and business partner, Maverick Carter, is starting this international league that presumably is going to try to compete with the NBA. And Jokic's agent has a ton of European players, as you might imagine. So I think it was more so about how they can work together and join forces for that league and what players might be able to play for it and so on and so forth than about LeBron teaming up with Jokic. As delicious as that would be, I don't see it happening.
So they're trolling a little bit because no one, they're trolling. No one is thinking about.
And LeBron may have even given him that, so like, this is how you word it, because that's typical LeBron, putting it out there, making us wonder, and oh my gosh, could this happen? But I'd be floored if LeBron and Jokic ever played together.
So you heard what Chris Broussard had to say. The word that came to my mind after hearing that is non-compete. There's no non-compete here. Like this, you think about LeBron, who the NBA has done everything to bend over backwards for this guy. You have a team like the Lakers, the most storied franchise in the sport, alongside the Boston Celtics, basically debase themselves and turn themselves into a clown show to accommodate some of the things that this guy wants. The latest of which was drafting his son to the team, which was an absolute sham. And now you have a situation where these guys are now trying to create a rival league that's going to compete with the product, which is the NBA. And the funniest thing is, Stephen A. Smith had alluded to this a number of months ago. Stephen A. Smith spoke about this on ESPN First Take, and he essentially spoke about the possibility of the owners shutting out LeBron James for becoming an owner in the NBA. Because he said that a lot of the owners don't like him for some of the antics and moves that he pulled off, especially with this player empowerment, and they may not let him into that club. As you guys know, rumors are that LeBron wants to own that team in Las Vegas, right? He wants to own that team in Las Vegas, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny, right? It's going to cost you billions and billions and billions and billions, because the Lakers just sold for a reported $10 billion, which is obviously going to readjust all the prices of an NBA teams. The Celtics sold a portion of their team for $6 billion. So as a result, all the teams are going to become much more valuable. When Ballmer bought the team from the former owner of the Clippers, that also increased the value of some of those teams. So that's what's going to happen. So the entry point now is going to be significantly higher. So to see these guys in this picture, and now listen to Chris Broussard essentially explain the fact that Nikola Jokic's agent is plugged in with a lot of guys out there in Europe, it makes a lot of sense. Excuse me, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. I'm just like, damn, this guy's actually like, LeBron gonna leave this thing in a blazing mess, man. So not only do you get everything you want out of the league, at the end of it, you're not going to create a product that's going to compete with what the NBA has. Bro, you simply cannot make this stuff up. You just can't. You just can't. I wonder what the commissioner feels about this. I seriously do. I wonder what Adam Silver and these guys feel about it. But hey, I guess we have to see. But the explanation that Chris Broussard brought forth, that makes a lot of sense. I think that makes the most sense more than anything of LeBron and these guys pairing up together. That makes a lot of sense. So you guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.